Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Kevin with survivalistboards.com, and today we're hoping to finish up the rabbit hutch we started last weekend. Remember we talked about how high the legs were, something like 40 something inches. I got a Rhode Island red over there making a whole bunch of noise, and I don't know why. I think she's mad because she wants out of the run. Anyway, what I've done is this doesn't play in with my long-term plans. The long-term plans are to build a larger chicken yard, build it so that I can support anywhere from say 60 to 100 chickens inside the coop and out in the yard. But the top of the chicken perch is going to be 3 foot off the ground is what I'm hoping on making it. So for all this to tie in together, I needed to be 3 foot from here to here. So that's what I did, was I cut it off 3 foot from there to the top of there to match my current chicken coop and to match the coop that I'm going to build. I had these leftover cut-offs, so where I cut the boards off, had these, I'm going to take these, I'm going to put them in there, cut them, and I'm going to put them in there halfway in between the wire. So that'll help support that so much flex that has. It's got a lot of slack in it. So I'm going to take and put these boards in there with some 3.5 inch long screws going through here, into there, and then like that going into the other one. It's going to be exactly halfway. I'm going to turn it wide, widthways like that. Then I'm going to use some 3/4 inch long galvanized staples to secure the wire to the board. She's upset about something.
Because one of the hens was in her nest.
Oh, probably in her favorite nest.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I opened the door, she jumped out and I got 3 eggs.
All right. Underneath the one that's in the nest right now, I think there's 2 or 3 underneath her.
Yeah.
All right, good deal. Good deal.
Now, are you going to put these, you said crosswise?
Yeah, crossways.
You got to trim them a little bit.
Yeah, I got to cut a couple inches off of each one. I got to measure them and cut them off, and I'm going to use the long 3.5 inch long screws to go through here and into the board. Okay. Yeah, it's going to work out well. Then we'll be ready to turn it up, finish the trim, and put the other door on. Here's our braces I was talking about putting in here. Remember, these are drops off of the legs. So what I did was I measured halfway, 17 inches from here to here, then there to there, and then slightly split the difference, staggered them just a little bit so that I could get 2 3.5 inch long screws in there. I put this one in first, so it's there. That one there, and then there's one up underneath there, and like this one here, I put 2 there. So the next one that we put in there is going to be down just a little bit, just like what that one is. Run the screws in a little bit of an angle. Now on these small pieces of trim, we're drilling like about a 1/8 pilot hole. Just so the wood won't split. To hold the wood in place, as you can see. Using a couple of C-clamps. Now we're not measuring anything, we're just drilling 3 holes, 1 on each end, 1 in the middle. This is not treated material, so we're painting it. But we're going to have 10 overhanging, say 5 or 6 inches, 5 inches or so. So this is not going to be should not be getting any rain on it. So we just put a light coat of paint on it, help keep the humidity, any water that may get up in there, help keep that off of it. And then we're going to secure it with 3 galvanized outdoor screws. These are some 2-inch outdoor like galvanized screws. Number 2 Phillips bit. We're going right into that pilot hole. Not so tight that it splits the wood. These little pieces of wood will split if you put too much torque on them. That's it. And they're 2 inches, so they should not be sticking out on the back side. That'll help keep that metal from coming out. The size of the door, with the size of the door, I didn't think one hasp was going to be enough, and it's not. Is that something can get up underneath there and see how that door's got some slack to it. Worried about a raccoon or something getting up underneath there and pulling that door so hard that it breaks. I may have to come in here and put some type of reinforcement, like a 1x6 or a 1x4 right here, just to reinforce the size of this door. And that's what I bought the 2 hasps for here. I'm gonna move one down here, and I'm gonna put one up here. That way it adds some reinforcement to this door. Probably about another hour or so we should be finished. Hoping to put these hasps on and put the roof on, and we'll be done. Now whenever you're putting these hinges on, because of the size of the door, I went ahead and put 3 hinges on. Whenever you're putting these hinges on, you be careful. If you put them on the wrong, okay, I don't know what they're upset about. They're molting, so, but anyway, this one here I cannot open up all the way because I put the hinges on wrong. This one here I can swing it all the way out, and see how the other one out there only swings out so far. So whenever you're putting them hinges on, be careful so that you put them on and you can open the door up all the way. Okay guys and gals, here we go. We got the 2 hasp on each door. It's just because the door is so large. It's because I'm putting 2 hasp on it. Just got a lot of play in it. I'm probably going to come in. I've got some treated 1x4s over there. Probably going to come in and put some type of brace coming down, say at a 45-degree angle, maybe from here up to here, and secure these cross members to it. Same thing over here, just to take that play out of it. Now some of y'all may be saying, you know, you sure are putting a lot of work into a rabbit hutch. No, this is not just a rabbit hutch. Let's say that in a few months my wife and I decide to get rid of the rabbits. We don't want them anymore, so we put them in a pot and make them into a stew. Well, now I've got a cage to keep broody hens in. I've got a hen that's gone broody. I can pick her and her eggs up, bring her over here, put a nesting box in there, and I've got plenty of room, safe room, for that hen to sit on them eggs. You see there's a Rhode Island Red right there. Let's say she goes broody after we get a rooster. I could put her in here. Let's say we get some more chicks. My wife and I are planning on expanding our chicken flock to about 4 times the size of what it is right now. We get some chicks. We've got room in here for chicks. So this is not just a rabbit hutch. This is something that's going to play in my long-term survival plans. It's made out of treated lumber. The top of it right here is the same height that I'm going to make the roost at the next chicken coop. So it's not just a place to keep rabbits. It's not just a place to keep a broody hen. It's a mixture of everything. Nice and secure. Some of my hens are molting. Let's say that speckled Sussex right there. She's molting back there on her back next to her tail feathers. Let's say she goes broody. She's sitting on some eggs. Then I can put her in here along with her eggs. Let her sit on them safe, away from any chicken snakes, anything else that's going to bother her. Then whenever the chicks hatch, they're nice and safe. Told y'all, you filming? Okay, have I ever told y'all how much I despise cutting metal? Well, I'm going to show y'all the redneck way of cutting tin. Do not attempt this on your own. I'm a trained professional redneck. There we go. It's a little crooked, but it'll be all right. Because the crooked side's going on the back. And that's how you cut tin.
3 sheets at a time.
3 sheets at a time. I hate cutting metal. But anyway, I got crooked, but oh well. That's going towards the back. Nobody's going to notice it. Let's put the roof on. Alright, guys and girls. Sun's almost down and we're just about finished. Put the screws in. Roofing screws, self-tapping roofing screws. Right on down through there. Did it like every 3rd one. Let it hang over in the front 6 inches. Now we're ready to put the rabbits in it.